Hi, I'm Alexi and welcome to today's video. I'm really excited for today's episode because have you ever wanted to dye a fabric but been too scared to do it? Well, today I'm going to show you how. If you're new to my channel, make sure you click the subscribe button at the bottom of the video so you can subscribe to my channel to see all of my home DIY tips and tricks. Thanks again, and let's get started. Today we're going to be using this dye from RIT. Now, I've never actually used this before, but my mom has successfully dyed fabric for years, and she told me this is the brand to use. No, this is not sponsored by RIT, but I have some fabric that I would like to be this beautiful emerald green color, and together hopefully we can figure out how to do it. I bought this mudcloth fabric from Etsy a long time ago, and I love the pattern. If you don't know what mudcloth is, it's a technique from Africa where they take certain type of mud and draw designs on it, and the mud ferments onto the fabric. So it's dyed and it won't come out. And I love the pattern, but I don't need it to be cream and black anymore. I want it to be green and black. So this is the color that I'm going for. And I'm pretty sure that if we take these two, that we'll be able to come up with the best combination to reach this color. Pretty much by the end of it, what I'm hoping for is that all these cream places will be colored this deep emerald green. So follow along and hopefully we can figure this out. Most of the instructions that I'm following are on the actual RIT bottle. And let me go through the supplies that you're gonna need. So you need your dyes. It asks for a cup of salt and a teaspoon of liquid detergent. I'll be using tongs and a rubber glove. And then I have the fabric here that I'm trying to match, so it's close by. My fabric that I'll be dyeing, and a stainless steel sink with really hot water. My water comes out extremely hot, so make sure yours comes out like that too. It asks for wet fabric. So for now, I'm just gonna turn on my hot water, make sure it's really hot, and wet my fabric before I actually fill my sink with dye. Okay, so there you go. One thing to note is that these instructions are for cotton fabric. If you have a different fabric type, make sure you look at the instructions in the bottle so that I don't mess you up. Next, it talks about adding enough water that your fabric can move freely. So I'm gonna fill my sink just as low as I can go where I think the fabric will be able to kind of wash around in the dye. Make sure it's extremely hot. As we wait for that to fill, it says to shake the bottles really well. Okay, now I'm gonna put on my glove and pour in the dye. Follow the instructions on the bottle for how dark you want your dye to be and how much water you're using. But for me, I'll be using half a bottle of this darker forest color, and then I'll be using just a little bit of this emerald just to make sure it has a little bit of blue in it like this emerald fabric does. Here goes. Now that my dye is mixed really well, I'm adding my fabric. Here goes nothing. I can see it's taking already, but it says to leave the fabric in there for 30 to 60 minutes, depending on how dark you want your fabric. I'm really excited. You can see it's already starting to turn green. Just says to constantly stir it for 30 minutes, so I'll just be here stirring away. Okay, I think my fabric's dyed nice and well. It's actually been about 20 minutes, but the fabric looks really dark, so I think I'm good to rinse it. It says to rinse it into cool water. So first I'm going to take out my plug, if I can get it with this. Okay, I'm going to let the sink drain. Now I'm just going to rinse the fabric with cool water until it runs clear. It looks really good. I'm really excited about this color. I don't know if you can tell, but it's mostly clear. So now it says to wash it in warm water. I'm just going to turn this to warm, and then I'm going to wash it with some detergent. It looks really good. I can't wait to show you. Now I'm just going to rinse it, and I should be done. Now that my fabric's dyed, I'm going to dry it and I'll let you know what it looks like. To be continued. As a sneak peek, here's what it looks like so far. This is wet, so let me dry it and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, here it is. It's all dry and it looks amazing. I can't believe how easy it was to dye this fabric with that RIT dye, and I hope you now feel empowered to do it yourself if you are ever dyeing fabric. Wait until you see what I turn this dyed mudcloth fabric into. You will die. I'm making these DIY benches and they are gonna look so good. Make sure you can subscribe at the bottom if you're new to my channel. Thank you so much for watching and see you later.